Hey wrestling fans, and welcome to Wrestling Gab. It's Dalethea and an empty seat of nobody. Travis is invisible. Actually, he's not here. I killed him and buried him in the backyard finally. Got sick of his crap. Finally got rid of him. Done with all that. How's everybody doing? You guys ready for some Friday night Smackdown? And before anybody asks, Travis will not be in here tonight. He's not going to come. Okay? That's the end. I answered it now. That's it. All right, we are starting live for some Smackdown. I don't know where they are. Where are they at? Okay. They're sponsored. They're at the Ford Center. Where are they at, though? But where? But where? But where? But where? Oh, who is this? I don't know. I don't know the music. Oh. Stupid baseball's over. We're back on Fox, he says. How dare you call it stupid baseball? Shit's way better than what you're doing. Alright. Let me make sure I got all my stuff going here so I can make sure and tell you guys what you can and cannot do. Oh, it's Roman Reigns. Your head of the table is coming out first. Are you guys lucky? How exciting for all of you. We have Aaron out there in film. Hey, film, how's it going? Sophie's in the chat. Hey, Sophie. Sean Gordon's out there. Hey, Sean Gordon. And Alita's with us. Hey, guys, how is it going? Hold on a second. Sorry. All right. Film says, I'm doing good, Misty. Fantastic. Aaron says Triple H needs to be in charge of WWE, not Vince. That's not going to happen anytime soon. Film's like, yay. And Sophie says, who would have thought that people would get released because of that stupid reason? Oh, yes, yes. Oh, my gosh. Before he comes down, because it'll take him a long time to get down there, and he won't talk for a while, and he's just his entrance. So, guys, there were a lot of crazy releases that happened over the last few days. Oh, my gosh. Like, people you wouldn't even think. And some of the dumbass reasons that they were released for was because they wouldn't get a vaccine. And you know what? I call that kind of like tyranny a little bit on my end, but, I'll keep that opinion to myself, right? So here are the releases that we know of as of what we know of as of yesterday. The releases were Nia Jax, Eva Marie, Mia Yim, Harry Smith, which I don't even know who that is, Keith Lee. Oh my gosh, like Travis and I were like, what? And then Karrion Kross, huh? What? Lince Dorado, Grand Metalik. Now, Grand Metalik asked for his release a while ago, so it was strange that he wasn't, and then all of a sudden they let him, he's back. And what's even weirder is a couple of these people were on the drafts on those nights. They weren't, drafted after the shows. They were drafted on the actual, TV show. So, crazy. Let's go on. Jeet Rama. Katrina Cortez. I don't know who these guys are. Trey Baxter. Zayada Ramir. Jesse Camilla. B-Fab. B-Fab, sorry. Once again, somebody who was drafted on the main show with a hit row. Oni Lorcan. Ember Moon. Frankie Monet, which is crazy. She quit her job wherever she was at, Impact or whatever, to come to WWE and got signed. Worked with him and everything, and then that. And then Scarlett Bordeaux. So there's a lot of people that got released that just is flabbergasting that they got released. And Alita says, hi, and I'm freezing. I am so sorry, honey. Make sure you stay warm. And while you're staying warm, make sure you're not, doing anything unsafe with your warmness, like, space heaters and heated blankets and stuff. You just make sure you don't get too warm. Sophie says, out of the 18 people that were released yesterday, only a few surprises this time. Film says, I'm betting on Bliss. I'll miss her best friend, Nia Jax, probably. And Sophie says, once again, some of the people that were released were because of both budget cuts and vaccine. Yes, I didn't say all of them. I said some of them were released for the vaccine itself. Sophie says, did you hear about the way they are going to do with new NXT contracts? No, I have not read anything about NXT contract stuff. I don't really keep up on NXT. We don't watch it. I mean, we do kind of watch it, but it's not something I sit down every Tuesday and go, you know what I fucking want to watch tonight, sweetie? He's not here, but you know what I want to watch tonight? I want to watch me some NXT because, we just watch wrestling the night before and then we'll be watching it the next night. So usually no. I usually do something else and he might watch it, but that's it. So it looks like Roman Reigns finally made it down to the ring after his long-ass entrance and walking. People are booing him, but people are cheering him. And he is ready to speak. And he wants to be heard. Oh, there's his little microphone. Oh, how nice. Paul Heyman holding that onto him for him. So sweet. Such a nice guy. You suck. Now, is that really the crowd saying it? Or is that something else? And what's really funny about that is that all of a sudden now he sucks, but everybody liked him when he was a bad guy. It's funny. Oh, he's talking about last week. Oh my God, seriously, he was disrespected. Sorry, guys. Ooh, when you smash Brock Lesnar. You have to celebrate good times. Celebrate good times. Come on. Sophie says some of the people that were released yesterday were just on TV not that long ago, and Keith Lee said the Bearcat gimmick wasn't his idea. So I wouldn't think it would be. It's kind of stupid. And I wouldn't be imagined if the reason why they let him go was because of all the issues he had with his health during his COVID issue. He did have some heart problems. And I don't think I, as a person who had contracts of someone in the ring, would take that as a good thing. Because there's a good possibility he could just fucking die right in the ring, and then where would you be? Jeff Samuels in the chat. Hey, Jeff, saying, hey, Wrestling Gab. Hey, Jeff. We're just watching, Roman Reigns down here talking. It took him like 10 minutes to come down to the ring. It was crazy. Sophie says the WWE 2K22 video game creators must be having a fun time with all the talent that have been released the past 2 years. Sophie, it doesn't really matter. They're going to put those people in the stuff anyways because at some point they were on the WWE roster, so it doesn't really matter. Pickle is in the chat. Hey, Pickle, nice to see you, man. Said you sound better than last time we visited. Glad to know you're feeling better. Delete that. Thank you. Yes, I feel a little more perky here today. Not as sad. Yes, and I can talk better, so I don't feel like I have to have as much effort to talk. That was what kills you. It's so energy draining to have to try to talk, and when you can't force your voice out very well, it doesn't work. Oh, what is it? Tribal Chief? Oh, Paul. Yeah, what else happened last week? Paul, what you got to say for yourself, sir? Film says, hey, Miss D, did you hear some guy made a theory about why WWE and Vince are releasing some of the wrestlers? Okay. No, I don't really listen to other people's theories. I just like facts, not theories. But one of the reasons why was because some of them weren't vaccinated. And that is actual factual information, that's why they were released. But most of the time, a lot of people, they're released because of budget cuts. They're just dead weight. They just want to get rid of them. Or maybe like in Keith Lee's case, he might have a medical issue that's too much for them to take care of or take on. And so there you go. Eric the Yeti's in the chat. Hey, Eric the Yeti. Sophie says Tony Khan must have been happy with all the releases yesterday because he knows that most of them might go to him whenever their 90 or 30-day non-compete clause expires. And we all know, Sophie, that he'd be stupid to take them on and drown his company in it. But, hey, whatever. New Day rocks. New Day rocks, they're saying out there in the audience. Because the New Day won. That's why. They do. He asked them. How sweet. Phil's like, oh, okay, I thought I heard somebody talk about theory on Vince was trying to bankrupt AEW by releasing the wrestlers. Okay, now Travis says that, right? Because Tony Khan does technically like to hire them all. But let's put it this way, okay? So, Phil, I'm going to tell you this. And Travis has told you, and we're probably going to tell you again because you probably won't listen. But here's the factual truth. Tony Khan himself does not own AEW. His papa owns AEW. His daddy is the one with the money, not Tony Khan. Tony Khan has nothing. Unless daddy dies, and he gave it all to him. But daddy is the billionaire. Daddy owns it. So if daddy says, this ain't fucking working, guess what's going to happen? That shit's going to get cut the fuck off. And that's what's going to happen. But we're talking about AEW now, but we're talking about WWE right now. Smackdown, and your tribal chief Roman Reigns deserves your undivided attention. Jesus. Aaron's like, where's my homie? I miss him. Love him. I miss him so much. I'm not repeating what I said earlier, Aaron, so you'll just have to be in the dark about it. Sophie says they were going to repackage Karrion Kross for a third time before his release. And Philip says, oh, okay, that makes perfect sense. Yeah. I mean, right? So, I mean, in all reality, the plug could be pulled on AEW at any moment. I mean, it's not always a surefire thing because Tony Khan himself doesn't really own it. Like, he's not the money backing it. His dad is. So, he's basically just the face. Piccolo says Usos being little kids, pointing on who got pinned last week. I'm weak sauce. I got you, Us. I got you, Us. I'll kick his crown off his big ass head. Look at me. Like I'm so awesome. Little kids. I didn't do it. He did it. No, he did it. Piccolo. No, he got pinned, not me. Yeah, because he's our tribal chief and stuff. Zarin says his dad owns it, but Tony runs it. Yes. I'm sure his dad doesn't have a lot to do with it except for the money part, but if it wasn't making money of any kind, he's not going to keep forking out money into a dead thing. He's a businessman. Just like Vince. You get rid of dead weight, right? You don't keep it around. It doesn't make money. Why would you keep it? Eric the Eddie says BFAB just signed a main roster contract last week, so she may now have a 90-day non-compete. Ouch! That's horrible for her. So she just signed one and then got the fucking let go. Ouch. Oh, God. We have to have this guy talk. I wish Travis was here right now, because then I don't have to listen to this and tell you guys about what's going on. I hate this guy. Oh, God. He makes me want to throw up. Oh. Have they? Don't they have like a red carpet for you to walk down to, and like fanfare and people bowing to you? Where are all your lackeys and stuff too? Your peasants. Sophie says, poor Hit Row, they just got called up to the main roster and one of them already got released. That was quick. Yeah, but it was the girl, so it doesn't matter. Sophie's like, out of the 120 people that have been released, most of them have been still free agents since they were released last year. As they should be, right? Why would you sign another contract with another place when you can just go here and there and do whatever you want? Vindicator's like, oh no, Dalethea, oh no. What happened to the evolution? I guess it was nothing more than Eva delusion. McBossman said, you are too prissy for your own good and you must disappear. Either that or she just didn't want a vaccine, so, hey. Piccolo's like, joke's on you, King. There were only round tables for royalty back in the day. Right? Round tables. They're like, ew, nobody wants square tables. Square tables are for peasants. Peasants. Sophie says this is the second time they release Eva Marie. Hopefully this time it sticks. It might. You never know. Maybe she'll come back like a bad wart that you can't get rid of. She's kind of a pretty wart, though, so. Oh, that's where they're at, Indiana. I didn't catch where they were earlier. I don't know if it said it and I missed it or something happened. Sorry for the cough, guys. The tribal chiefs are petty peasants. Well, his little lackeys are, right? The Usos, they're all petty. They're all petty peasants. They literally bowed down to him, right? When they got pinned. Oh. Oh, he's trying to make him bend the knee. So he's like, oh, he's totally going to bend the knee to me. Yeah, right. What's okay? Sure, buddy. You keep telling yourself that. It might work out. Sophie, you really want to know where he is? You rewind the stream and listen to what I said. I'm not repeating myself. Sophie says there are reports that they are going to release NXT talents every 6 months. You know what? If they don't perform and they're not good enough, then they should be released. Why would you have dead weight in a program where you're trying to build something else from it? Doesn't make any sense. If you're not doing anything, there's no reason to keep you around. Just because you may be liked doesn't mean you're doing good. Oh. The tribal chief is like, give me. Put the microphone in his hand. It's what he wanted. He's the tribal chief, you dumbass. Even Paul knows that, you dodo. Sophie says there are reports that they are going to release... Oh, I already read that. Eric Danny says he's dead in a box. And Luna Lazard's in the chat. Hey, Luna says Jimmy Uso. LOL. Jiminy. It's Jiminy. Jiminy Uso. Uso. Jiminy Uso. He's like not even going to say Uso, right? That's funny. They're all mad. How dare you make fun of my name? Meh. How are they going to make fun of Jay's name? Godflesh, yes, I thought I heard that correctly. Yeah, sure did. He repeated it, so I got to hear it because I didn't catch it the first time. Good catch, Luna. Good catch. He's probably talking. Yes, let's talk about her. Old Pat McAfee out there with his reading glasses on. Oh my god, he looks like such a dork. Oh, I mean, I'm not saying that people who have to wear reading glasses are dorks, but he looks like a dork with those particular ones on. Piccolo says, when you oos upon a star, the penitentiary. Yeah, Jiminy and stuff. Alita says, love that bloodline. Alita's like, I would not kick any of them out of my bed. Especially the squishy ones with the dad bods. Yeah, Sonya walked off as the ref last Friday. Let's do a recap real quick of Sonya Deville being a ref during Naomi and Shayna Basler's match, where Shayna Basler, of course, won thanks to a very quick count from Sonya Deville. Nice of her. Very nice of her. So it feels like there are still independent wrestlers that still want to go to the WWE even after the way the WWE treats their talent. Alita says, feel the glow. Right? Feel it. There it is. It's all over you. It's all up. Ooh, they're having a fair match up next between Naomi versus Shayna Basler, everybody. That's what's happening as Naomi comes down to the ring. And how excited are you guys? So excited for it, aren't you? I can tell. The excitement is real with all of you. Ooh, I don't care what's new with my stuff. I just want to not do that. I want to look at that and then this. Aha! Found it. Got it. Haha. All right. All right. Let's see. Okay. Here is a trivia question for you. How many times did Jeff Jarrett win the Intercontinental title? Sophie says, did you see the report on why they haven't hyped up Survivor Series, which happens in a couple of weeks? Did not. Have no idea. Did not look. Did not see. Did not look at. Did not look. See. So, where's Walter? Walter, where are you? Why aren't you in the chat tonight? I did trivia just for you and you're not here. Piccolo says, it would be nice if Naomi finds a partner to smack up both Shayna and Sonya. She has to get her a bigger partner than her, I guess. Somebody known. Lita says, I'm in love with that family tree. Yeah, I could see that, Alita. I'm personally not attracted to him, but I can understand that completely. All right, some more commercial time. La-di-doo-di-da. Stuff happening. Talking about, yeah, what's that? Oh my god, seriously, woman. That is a woman that needs to make sure her boobs are stuffed in something, because that's nasty. Sophie says, I feel bad for Ember Moon and Frankie Monet. You know, I really don't feel that bad for Ember Moon. But Frankie Monet, I do feel bad for. Just because it was just weird that she quit her one job and, you know, was said, oh, you can come over to, you know, WWE and you can totally be with us. And they're like, oh, okay. And then she's like, yay. And then she comes over and they're like, you can bring your little dog too. And she's like, yippee. You know, unlike the witch in, whatchamacallit, There's No Place Like Home, Kansas and stuff. You know, those people. What the hell is that movie? The Wizard of Oz. Holy crap. The Wizard of Oz, unlike that, where the witch is like, and I'll get you, pretty, and your little dog, too. Pickle's like, do you mean J-E, pause, double F, pause, J-A, pause, double R, pause, E, pause, double T? What? Is that his name? Jeff Jarrett? Is that how he would say his name or something? People, you're talking to somebody who has no idea. I don't even know who the guy is, so I couldn't even help you. Sophie says, Frankie Monet and Karrion Kross just signed with the WWE around the same amount of time, and they both got released. Yeah, crazy. Let's talk about it some more. Over and over and over again. Yeah. Alita says, yes, Piccola. Sophie says, John Morrison is married to Frankie Monet. No. Really? Piccola's like, yes. It was gaudy as fuck. Alita's like, yes, it is, D. Okay. No one important, guess who? Hey, no one important, guess who? Hey, how's it going, no one? Piccolo says hi to Alita, and Alita says hi there. Hey. She says from the comfort of her blankies. Because she said she was cold. Hopefully she's warming up. Having some hot drinks. Gotta have a hot drink. Make yourself feel better. Will Jimmy Uso bend the knee? Jimmy Uso. Will King Woods bend the knee? Oh my gosh, seriously. They do some weird stuff. It is official. So Xavier Woods against Jimmy Uso. That's funny. Piccolo says a hot toddy. That hits the spot. Okay, so the answer to that trivia question for the Jeff Jarrett one was 6. He won it 6 times. Vinny Care says Naomi wrestling attire is fire tonight. It's glowy. It's totally like glow. She's feeling the glow. So, Piccolo, when you say a hot toddy, are you just saying whiskey? Like hot whiskey? Like, what really is a hot toddy? Is it just hot whiskey? Like, really, what is it? Tell me. Give me the recipe. I kind of want to know. Because, you know, when I'd go camping sometimes back in the day, haven't been for a long time, I used to like making peppermint patties. And I usually would just make hot chocolate, and then I put peppermint schnapps in my hot chocolate. So I just have a peppermint patty. Those things are fucking good. Especially when you're sitting around a campfire and it's kind of cold outside. Sophie says, there were talks of them releasing more main roster talent yesterday. Yeah, not surprising, Sophie. It's going to happen. Alita says, I see an acknowledgement. Ooh, Alita, do you? You think that Xavier Woods is going to bend that knee down to, you know, the head of the table? It's going to happen. No one says, I am silly. Cool, no one. Alita says, whiskey and tea. Piccolo says, a cinnamon stick is good along with a shot of warm whiskey. Okay. So Alita says a hot toddy is whiskey and tea. Piccolo, you're just saying that it's just warm whiskey, and that's it? And a cinnamon stick? Okay, interesting. I don't see Luke in the chat. So is Luke here, Alita? Luke, hi. I don't know if you're saying hi to Luke, because I don't see him. Vindicator says, so Dalethea, what did you do to make your voice sound better? Just a good night's sleep or special homemade remedy toxins? Time. Just takes time. Totally takes time. It is working a lot better today. That's for sure. Randy Paula is in the chat. Hey, Randy says, how is everyone? I'm doing pretty good, Randy. How about yourself? How is Scotland? How's it going over there? Sophie says, at least the released talent still could appear on Xavier Woods' YouTube channel like Tyler Breeze does, right? And Thomas is in the chat. Hey, Thomas. It says, hey, Dalethea, what's up? Not much. Just watching some Smackdown. We've got Shayna Basler and Naomi right now. Naomi tried to kick Shayna Basler. She kind of did, but I think she kind of missed her at the same time. But Shayna sold it and fell out of the ring like a good girl. And now she's like yanking on Naomi's legs. Come off there. And now she's like, get me that butt. She's like, oh, wait, maybe I shouldn't grab her butt. Now she's just got her in a big hole around her waist. And Naomi's like, get away from me, and kicked her in the head. I don't know if that was the mouth, more like her head, but sure. Oh, good for you, Naomi. You kick her butt. At least she's got a normal ref this time, right? Piccolo says, rest and a lot of cinnamon schnapps. No alcohol. Alcohol is actually bad for you when you are sick. Because it lowers your defenses in your body. So your body doesn't, like, fight shit very well when you drink. So it doesn't really help that much. In fact, I have actually had a night of drinking and literally gotten a cold like 3 days later. It's not good. Lita says, really Desperado or Amaretto? Huh. Okay. Interesting. Oh. Sophie says they also release people depending on age and looks. Another stupid reason to release talent. And another commercial as Naomi was thrown out of the ring by Shayna Basler because Shayna is so nice. Look, we got Walter in the chat. I already did a trivia, Walter. You missed it. I'm going to do another one, though. All right, guys. Here's a trivia question. Who did Mr. Fuji never manage? Who did he never manage? During the whole time he managed, I cannot give you any answers because I couldn't even tell you. Let's see. Brenda Paula says, where's the other host of Wrestling Gab? All right, one more time since there's some new people out there already, but other people were here when I first said it. I killed him, and he's buried in the backyard. Okay? That's it. You guys want to call cops? Go ahead. Maybe they'll guess where we're at. Pico says, I mean, there's not a bad idea to grab at. No, I mean, no, it's not. I mean, the rest part, totally, I agree, right? If I can handle, I mean, I'm not a huge Fireball person, right? Because that's not quite, is Fireball really like peppermint schnapps, or is that just like cinnamon whiskey? I'm not sure which is which, but anyways. But as Walter says, he's going for Shayna Basler for the win. And Pico's like, Walter, when did you enter the chat? Just now. Like, he just entered now. No shit, Pico. He has not been here. He just got here. Randy Paula's like, me. You? What about you? What happened to you? What'd you do? Sophie says, Mia Yim hasn't wrestled on the main roster TV all year. The last time she wrestled on TV was sometime last year. Yeah, so her, I'm fine. It's good she's gone. I'm okay with that. Vinny here says Shayna green outfit is her best to date. Hope she switches back and forth between that and black and nothing else. No yellows or pink because they don't fit her personality or wrestling style. Right? She needs to be all hardcore mean. Right? While Walter's giving guesses and Pico says a whole bunch of people. The list could go on. Vinegar says Travis might be reincarnated through Naxos or Brandon. Yeah, well, I'm sorry to inform you guys, but Naxos has had a very hard day today. He had 4 seizures today. One of them was pretty bad. So, we don't know what's going on with him. But, yeah, so he's kind of been a little bit of a wacko today. So, he hasn't been having a very good day today. Poor guy. Kind of feel bad for him. Walter's like, at 9:15, I'm going, but still here on Monday. Be here for Raw. Oh, you will? You're going to be here full time for Raw? On time? Or are you just going to come in for 10 minutes? You going to be busy? Just kidding. Alita's like, eating a veggie burger, Italian, actually, a Fireball. I don't know what Fireball is. Like, the actual, like, name, like, the drink, whole drink. Walter said, where's Travis? Rewind 10 seconds. Rewind about a minute or so and you'll find out where he's at. Pico says, poor Naxos, that's gotta hurt, buddy. Yeah, I mean, and they look terrible. Like, oh. Anyways, we're back. And the answer to that trivia question was Andre the Giant. Naomi is getting in the ring with Shayna, rolling her up really quick. Oh, but Shayna got out of it and put her in her fun Karakuda clutch, headlock, whatever you want to call it. All that fun junk. And she's on the ropes, though. Shayna's got to let go, but she grabs Naomi's arms off the rope. Ooh, Naomi just fell down on her butt. She gonna get her? Got a quick roll up on Shayna Basler, and Naomi wins. Naomi won it with a fruit roll up. Her boobs were hanging out. She quickly zipped herself up. And here comes Sonya Deville to make sure she loses. Because God forbid that she won. That's just ridiculous. Oh, so ridiculous. Sophie says, too bad we won't get Roman versus Keith or Brock versus Keith Lee as they teased a couple years ago. Randy Paula says, I had a peanut butter sandwich. He had a peanut butter sandwich for dinner. I've had nothing for dinner, guys. Because, like, Fireball is sort of awful. I know, right? My brother and his fucking friends love that garbage. Like, they're like, you want some Fireball? And I'm like, oh, fuck no. Get that shit away from me. I would rather take a warm shot of freaking, Jaeger than fucking drinking Fireball. No shit. I would rather have a warm-ass shot of Jägermeister than drinking Fireball. Alita says the candy. Okay, so now the candy Alita's a different story. Like, I love those Jawbreakers, the Fireball Jawbreakers. So good, right? They're so delicious. And cinnamon bears. Oh my god, chocolate covered cinnamon bears. So good. Okay, so back to the thing. What's her face came out? Sonya Deville came out, restarted the match because the other one didn't count, and then Sonya just put Naomi out. So now Shayna won. I hope I said that right. Did I say? Shayna put Naomi in a Karakuda clutch and put her out. So now Naomi lost. And Sonya is like, yeah, see, you'll lose. And Shayna won. So that's just dumb. Ugh. So ridiculous. So ridiculous. Right? So this is Nia Jax is the only released wrestler that is named as unvaccinated, with 3 or 4 others being unnamed. The Negator says, so Naxos, Megara, and who is the third underappreciated pet who doesn't get enough affection from the chat? That's Argus. Argus is the one that's paralyzed. Paralyzed in his back half. He's the one that slipped a disc. He was the one that was at the vet for 2 weeks. He's not doing too good either. He has a little bit of pneumonia. Has a really bad infection. We're trying to get that kind of cleared up. He finally did eat some food before I came on. Some chicken I was feeding him. Drank a whole bunch of water. But I had to get online for you guys, so I couldn't feed him more. But we've got, the head of the table, Roman Reigns, talking to the Usos back there. Don't lose, Us. Yeah, why don't we lose? Because we the ones. That's why. They're the ones, of course. They're the ones. Because, the fruit roll-up stays undefeated. Right? But then she lost because Sony came out and took it away from her. Well, it's like Naomi won, then management comes. Yes. Randy Paula says, I know Sonya is a former MMA fighter, but she is an awesome wrestler. Yes, she did pretty good when you got to see her. Vindicator says, Sonya said the pinball didn't count, Dalethea. Yeah, the pinfall didn't count. Everyone knows Deville's word is law tonight. Tough night at the office for Naomi. Elisa says Sonya is being called. Walter says, okay, Basler won. Randy Paul says Roman sucks. Sophie says, with the being related to The Rock and she got released, that means that anybody could get released no matter what bloodline you were part of. I don't think it had anything to do with the bloodline. It's because she will, if they're saying that she was one of the not vaccinated ones, then, I call that tyranny on my part, but that's me. All right. Here's a question for you, a trivia question. At what age did Brock Lesnar win his first WWE title? At what age did Brock Lesnar win his first WWE title? Randy, yes, Doudrop is still in the WWE. We haven't heard anything different yet. Pickle says, well, that last statement went terribly dated. Thomas says, so Sonya is abusing her power, and why hasn't her boss said anything? So who would her boss be, Thomas? Is her boss Vince, or is her boss Adam Pearce? Because Adam's all broken, right, from the whole Brock Lesnar thing, so he's all upset. Walter's Dalethea, any opinions on the let go? Opinions on the let go? There was quite a few of them that were really weird. As Piccolo says, my favorite green-haired lady, why do you have to turn heel on us? Alita says, but that's what the drink is made of. Oh, is it? I wouldn't think it was made of candy. I thought it was just cinnamon. No matter what, it's all cinnamon. Cinnamon stuff. Pickle says, I think he was younger than Orton's first reign. Maybe, I don't know. Sophie says, Kyle O'Reilly joined wrestling and Kevin Owens contracts expire 1 month from each other. Yeah, but, I could see him getting rid of Kyle O'Reilly, but, I don't know. It just depends on the others. Yes, Walter Deville is giving Naomi a hard time in the WWE. That is very, very true. Very true. On so many levels of true. Did anybody not hear the list of people who were released? Because I have it and I can read it again if you guys are interested. You want me to do that? I can. Nobody's really talking. You guys are answering trivia questions, so that's good. So here's the releases that they happened this week. Nia Jax, Eva Marie, Mia Yim, Harry Smith, Keith Lee, Karrion Kross, Lince Dorado, Grand Metalik. And the funny part about Grand Metalik is he asked for his release a while ago, and then they, made him like he stayed. So I don't know how far along his contract is to being out. Jeet Rama, Katrina Cortez, Trey Baxter, Zayeda Ramir, Jesse Camilla, B-Fab, Oni Lorcan, Ember Moon, Frankie Monet, and Scarlett Bardot. So that's it. Walter's like, yes, I heard, and Piccolo says, I know the list and refuse to speak about it. Be right back. And Sophie says it seems like every couple of months the WWE ends up releasing random superstars because of budget cuts or other stupid reason. Don't you know it? That's usually how it goes. We're still on commercial. But they should be coming right back. Nothing was happening when we went to commercial break, by the way. It was just the fact that Sonya Deville came out and made another thing for Shayna Basler, restarted the match and gave the win to Shayna over Naomi. Ooh, look. Xia Li. A little bit of a teaser here for Xia Li. We'll see how well this goes, and hopefully she doesn't get released because they're showing her. Randy Paula's going to be right back too. All right. Well, they'll be right back. Thanks, guys. At least you're telling me you're not just disappearing off the face of the earth, and I'm sitting here going, where'd everybody go? But Xia Li is coming soon to Smackdown, everybody. It's going to happen. We're going to see her. Kayla Braxton. Old toasty marshmallow back here. Oh, so they got him and Captain, huh? So Ridge Holland is having a little interview with Kayla. Ooh, what's he looking forward to? He's going to beat the Celtic warrior Sheamus. Ooh. He's like, I talk like him, so we should do it together. The answer to the trivia question was 25. So if you guessed 25, you got it right. Vindicators, it says Zaya versus Sheeta from AEW would be a fun clash to witness when Zaya is released in 3 weeks. Walter says Xia Li, she looks like a lady from Mortal Kombat. She sure do. Ridge Highland out here talking to Kayla Braxton about how his first thing he really wants to do is beat up Sheamus. Whoa. It's a tall order right there, isn't it? Oh my god, he's got a bully club. I need one of those. You know what I want? I want one of those, like, sticks, that are, like, metal. And they, like, stay within each other, but you, like, flick it out and it comes out. And you can, like, smack people in the knee with them. I need one of those. That's what I need. As Raul's in the chat. Hey, Raul. How's it going, man? Says, hi, good morning, India. Oh, good morning, Raul. Nice to see you in the chat today. Sophie says, I'm surprised the WWE actually granted the 2 people that asked for their release. If they're asking for it, they might as well just budget cut it, right? I mean, why would they keep him if they're going to, that? Walter's like, I hope Travis feels better. Yeah, he's going to wake up from the dead, Walter. His dead body parts that are out in the yard with all the tree parts. It's your fault, she say. Green hair against blue hair happening. Oh. Anger. Film says, which wrestler do you think might end up coming back to WWE if it doesn't happen? You mean out of that list or something? I have absolutely no idea. I really don't have any idea. Ooh, she's had enough. She's had enough. That's it. Ever since. She's lost it. I lost my tag partner. Oh, she's lost their support even. Dang it. Pickle's like, they never should have let Sasha be at ringside. Right? Ooh, the biggest match. She's not going to smile. No. Ooh, her patronizing attitude. Oh, it was her breaking point. Ooh. That's very good of her. So she is going after Sasha Banks, guys. Just so you know, that's it. That's all. Literally going after her. Like, she's going to eat her alive, it sounds like. How exciting. Walter's like, Sasha, green hair, okay. Walter, Shotzi's always had green hair. She's had it for a while now. And look, we've got the Los Lotharios is what they're called, huh? Alright. What is Lotharios? What's Lotharios? I don't know what it means. Come on, all my Spanish people. What does it mean? Lotharios. Walter's like, that and films like tree parts? No, Travis parts everywhere in the backyard. Buried. Randy says, okay, I'm back. Just gave my daughter her diabetic medicine. As Alita says, insulin? Give her some insulin. I didn't know your daughter had diabetes. I'm so sorry to hear that, man. Randy says, it's the Spanish rocker. Picola says, my haughty Filipina goddess, let me cook you up a big pot of pancit. What? Is she really Filipino? Like, Picola, is she from the Philippines? Or is she just, like, one of her parents is Filipino? Picola's like, more Los Lobos losers. But is it, though? Walter's like, okay, new tag team in WWE. By the way, guys, the Los Lotharios is Angel Garza and Humberto. Walter says, Caesar's team for the win. Yeah? Okay. Alright, here's the trivia question. Who was John Cena's first pay-per-view opponent? Who was John Cena's first pay-per-view opponent? That's meant to be rockers. Pico says, yeah, her dad is white. He was a biker, I think. Oh, okay. So her mom's from the Philippines. That's pretty cool, Pico. I don't really look into their, lives. So I have no idea. Really, I have no idea. So that's pretty cool. That she's half or part, whatever you want to call it, whatever the kosher way to say it is, Filipino. That's pretty neat. As Randy Paula says, she takes insulin 3 times a day. Oh, so she must have type 1 then. Los Lotharios. Okay, so my question is, they use Los Lotharios, right, as their name for their tag team. Do they know, as Randy Paul is saying, they're rockers, okay? So, does Vince know that they named themselves after a group that's named that? Isn't that like, can they do that? I don't know if they can. As Alita says, being irresponsible in relationships. You're funny, Alita. Sophie says the catering in the backstage area must not be crowded now with all the talent that have been released. Vindicator says, look at Lady D over there multitasking. So good at it. Walter says, I heard Sabu Hardcore legend retired from wrestling. Cool, I had no idea. James Satello's in the chat says, you're by yourself today. I am. They murdered Travis and he's buried in the backyard. Randy Paula says that not their real name. I was being funny. Okay, so there is an actual place though, or a rock band that is called Los Lotharios. No shit, Randy. I looked it up and it's what it is. So I just want to know what the meaning of the word is, though not really that it is something else. Lothario is a male given name that comes to suggest an unscrupulous seducer of women. Oh, okay, well. Lothario's definition is a man who obsessively seduces and deceives women. Oh, man. Thomas says, I watched Escape the Undertaker. Was fun to do. Oh, cool. Sophie says, I wonder with all the releases yesterday how it affects storyline plans. Most of them were in storylines, so it doesn't matter, Sophie. Let me look at the list one more time. Not one of them that I'm seeing has a fucking storyline. Not one of them. So it doesn't matter. It means nothing. Nothing. Randy Paula says, why has Pat McAfee still got a job? I know, but did you see him, Randy, with his glasses? He's down there with his reading glasses. Looks like a dork. Piccolo says, you learn something new every day. So I asked what the meaning of it is, but I don't know if that's like the in Spanish meaning. But it is. It's the same thing. It basically means that. Yeah. So great. It's a man who obsessively seduces and deceives women. Well, I guess that fits Angel Garza to a T, right? I don't know about Humberto, but the other one. Oh, the answer to that trivia question, guys, was let me get that back up. Was Chris Jericho. So if you guessed Chris Jericho, you guys got it right. Congratulations. You're so good. Alrighty. Randy Paul says I don't like him. That's why I call him Pratt McAfee, right? Vindicator says Humberto could probably seduce a few broads after about 3 full glasses of red wine or tequila. I think he probably does pretty good in the women division if he swings that way. Those dimples, sorry dude, those dimples are just everything to some women, and I actually like him, so I guess I fall under the spell. Anyways, we do have a tag team match that's happening right now. The Los Lotharios, which is Angel Garza and Humberto, against Mansoor and Cesaro. So, who's going to win? They're vile. You should look at us. Tom says, did I miss any women's matches? The only women's match that happened was the Naomi versus Shayna Basler. Naomi won the first one. Sonya Deville came down, told him to restart the match, and then Shayna Basler won with a Caracluda clutch and put Naomi out quickly. Piccolo says they're Spanish fly for Hispanic guys, right? Randy says, oh my god, Vin is next WWE Hall of Fame inductee. Sophie says, I'm at future storyline plans. They seem to push both Karrion and Cross and Keith Lee before they both got released. But not really. I mean, we did see Keith Lee out there a couple times, but yeah. James Sotelo says, you think Brock will be back? Well, yeah, of course he's going to be back. He still has a job. Why wouldn't he be? Piccolo says, I think Sabu was crazy good. He was relentless whenever he fought in all the barbed wire matches. And Humberto is beating the crap out of Mansoor right now. We did have Angel in there with him, but he is in there with him now. Just make sure I didn't miss anybody's chat, so it doesn't look like it. As Alita says, no bottle of tequila. Yeah, it's the double for you, huh? A lot of people don't like it. Bob says, so Naomi got screwed again? Yes. As Pat McAfee, she's not getting the fair. Ooh, Mansoor's getting his butt beat by both of these guys. Oh, he took off his pants. Angel Garza means business now. He ripped off his pants. And a double kick to Mansoor's face. Oh, kick out in the 2. It's a 2 count, though. And the woman ref is like, oh, I have to move your pants. And Cesaro has not been tagged in yet. They have just been oh my god, beating the crap out of Mansoor. He grabbed his leg and he's just wrenching him around. Poor Mansoor, he's like, leave my leg alone. He's trying to get to the ropes. He's like, let go of my leg. I can't get to the ropes. But Angel's really holding on to his leg, twisting that knee and all that stuff. Oh, God. Oh, he's chop blocking him in the back of his leg. Oh, Mansoor just jumped and kicked him. Go, Mansoor. Get Cesaro in there. Get your buddy. Oh, he almost made it. He almost made it. Oh, he can't quite. Angel's pulling him back. Oh, Cesaro's not trying hard enough. That's what it is. Oh, Angel Garza almost got kicked again by Mansoor, but he flipped him up and then... Oh, I don't know what that was. Some kind of weird counter move. I didn't see it, so I don't know what it means. Cesaro has been tagged in with Humberto. Oh, and a big clothesline. And an uppercut in the corner. Throws him into the other corner. Another big European uppercut. Throws him into the other corner. Another huge uppercut. Wow. Just another corner. Another huge European uppercut. We know Cesaro for this, right? He just constantly just back and forth and back and forth. And he's like, yay, let's go this. And a clothesline in the middle of the ring. Cesaro's like, yes. Spin? Is he going to spin him? No? He's got his pants. He's got Angel's pants. He's got his pants. He's running around with Angel's pants. Oh, and he gave Angel Garza an uppercut with his pants. Oh my God, seriously. How terrible. Oh, Humberto tried. And missed. And a spinning board corkscrew uppercut happened. What the fuck? Seriously, guys. What is this? Bryce is in the chat, but he says, I have to go. Bye. Bye, Bryce. Thanks for stopping in for a second. Because that's totally not on my bingo card. Oh, swinging him. Angel Garza's getting the swing. And Humberto's going to stop it. Oh. Getting him from behind with a quick roll up. But the ref was too slow. She couldn't even get there in time. She's so slow. They need to fire her ass. You know who needs to be fired? That bitch needs to be fired. Oh. Humberto tripped Mansoor into the ropes. Oh. And then Caesar saved Mansoor. Oh. But got the uppercut. And then hit his head into Mansoor. Oh. And then Humberto jumped off the ropes. And then kicked Cesaro. And Angel just tagged himself in. Oh my God. What is this move? What is it? The whatever Camisea. Whatever that is. Something crazy. Oh my gosh. So Angel Garza and Humberto won that, guys. The Los Lotharios won. Got the pin on Cesaro. Notice, they did not pin Mansoor. Oh my gosh. What in the world? That is seriously. Oh man, that's terrifying right there. Right? Because definitely Humberto takes the Cesaro spin. Didn't happen. Angel took it. Haha. Alita says, swing. Sophie says, I know Impact or Cross had bad history when Karrion Kross got released from that company like a year ago. Bryce says, let's go Cesaro. Piccolo says, no, Alita, I'm not that kind of guy. Not a swinger. Haha. It's Jeff Hardy talking to Aaliyah in the back. Oh, look. It's Kayla Braxton coming to interrupt their conversation. She's so weird. He's like, hey, hold on a second. Oh, so Kayla was trying to have an interview, but Jeff walked away. Oh, yeah. That's not what I mean. You look great. It's okay. You look great. Randy Paula says the Miz is king. Right? Sophie says this is why this channel works with 2 people instead of 1. Sophie says AEW Dynamite had 875,000 viewers this week. Why the ratings keep going down? I don't know. Don't care. Randy says Michael Cole should be commentator on all WWE shows. Oh, God, Randy. No. Ugh. Michael Cole? Almost as bad as having Byron Saxton as a commentator. He doesn't even do anything. Vindicator's like, she can't fire the ref now. She helped her guy Humberto get a rare victory. Dalethea should send the ref some fresh-made donuts using Ayla's recipe. LOL. No, she needs to be fired. She is so bad. She's never in the right spot, ever. She's always in the wrong place, all the time. Randy's like, we want Willow. Sophie says Michael Cole does have 65% hearing loss or something like that. Piccolo says Marshmallow is such a sea bear. A sea bear? A sea bear? A sea beer? What does that mean? What does that mean? Old Hosty Marshmallow is a sea beer? What does that mean, Piccola? So it says they are setting up Jeff Hardy versus Roman at some point. Then of the table, Roman Reigns is in the chat saying, wow, Jeff walked away from the interview. I'd probably do the same. Well, why would you when you can follow Aaliyah around? Sophie says Michael Cole is the longest term commentator working with the WWE. Randy Paula says McIntyre forgot this guy was on Smackdown. Yeah, and that was Drew McIntyre coming out, guys. And as we have Russell McIntyre in the chat with an angry face and a knife of stabbing everybody. All right, here's a trivia question for you. How many championships has Kurt Angle won? Piccolo says marshmallow equals a cock blocker. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Well, he did it right, though, right? He literally was like, and then followed Aaliyah. So he did the right thing. He didn't talk to Kayla. followed Aaliyah to where she was talking to what's-his-face over there. Sami Zayn, by the way, is who Aaliyah was talking to. Sammy's trying to give her pointers on what to do best. Like, you gotta work on your outfit. Your outfit's great, and I'm not saying their outfit's wrong or anything. You look great. Like, okay. Alita says, I'm trying to not lay down. I'm cold. I will fall asleep if I do. Sophie says, at this point, do they have a roster that could fill 2 shows? They seem to. They just use the same people over and over again, so it doesn't matter. Pukula says, all with a broken freaking neck. Is the head of the table with a broken neck. Mr. Vicky's in the chat says, I am going to accept Drew's open challenge. Good deal. Russell McIntyre is like, it's a sword, you bastard. Oh, no, that's a fucking knife, dude. That is a knife. That's not a sword. Your emoji's a knife. Like, psycho knife. Like, knife. EWE's in the chat. Hey, EWE. Randy says, Sami Zayn next to be released. You think? And Luke is in the chat. Hey, Luke, how's it going? Okay, so the question was how many championships has Kurt Angle won? So I don't know if I thought I said that right, but maybe I said it wrong. You guys are saying, like, with a broken neck, and I'm like, I don't know. The head says Vicky versus Drew. I'd watch that. Alita says, hi, Luke. Walter says, hey, Luke. And Sophie says, Sami Zayn contract also expires soon, I think. Mr. Vicky says, I want Andrade. Andrade is on AEW, Mr. Vicky, so you'd have to go over there. So, yeah. Randy Paula says, right, I am off. Good night, all. All right, Randy, thanks for stopping in, bud. Take care. Good night, or good morning, I guess. It's for you. It's morning time. So, yeah. Walter's like, Drew Mack for the win, and Delilah Barnsley is in the chat saying, well, he is a bloody Scottish psychopath after all. Well, it would work, right? I mean, the knife works, so why would somebody get mad if I called it a knife when he's a psychopath? Sophie says he won a lot of championships, and Vindicator says Travis should read trivia questions from now on. Teasing. Oh, should he? You want Travis to read? You want him to do the chat, too? Head says, night, Randy, and remember, acknowledge the tribal chief. No, not the tribal chief. Who will bend the knee tonight? It's happening. I would say something terrible, but people would have a meltdown. So the answer to the trivia question was 6. If you guys got 6, you got it correct. Pico says, has Drew went for the IC title? I don't know. Is it beneath him to go for it? Mr. Vicky says, do you know Carrie and Nia B-Fab, Scarlett, and Moon are released? Yeah, there's a whole bunch more than that, but yep. Yep. Sorry. Sophie says, we might see Drew versus Brock again at the Rumble. Possibly. Never know what can happen. Who's going to take it? So it's an open challenge for Drew McIntyre? Huh. They're just having somebody do that. Alita's like, I'll bend the knee. You dirty girl. You dirty, dirty, dirty girl. Mr. Vicky says, what's your name? Oh, are you new? If you're new to the chat, please subscribe. This is Wrestling Gab. I'm Dalethea. Travis is normally here. He's as Sophie will tell you, the better half of Wrestling Gab, because he can tell you the moves that are happening in the wrestling ring. But I thought I was doing pretty good with saying that he smacked him in the face and poked him in the eye, but what do I know? I just don't know the names of the stuff, so it's fine. Walter says, I acknowledge the tribal chief. But yeah, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, hang out with us. We're here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We do Raw and Smackdown, and then we do AEWs on Wednesdays. Pico says the invisible man, Travis, right? As Walter says, I acknowledge the tribal chief. Sophie says, out of the 18 releases yesterday, who do you think the WWE will bring back in the future? I don't know. You know, it's hard to say. I don't even know more than half the people that are listed. Oh, it's Ricochet. Is he the one answering this? Interesting. He's the baddest guy I know, but Drew. The head says hopefully Keith Lee, but probably not. You know, I am not surprised they released Keith Lee with his issues, with his health that he had during the COVID that he had. He had a whole bunch of heart problems, guys. And that could be a possibility that's still happening. He is a big guy, and, once you have heart issues, you don't come back from that very easily. So he could technically still have that problem. Piccolo says, I love Ricochet. I wish this guy gets a fair shake, but meh. Well, is he going to get a fair shake against Drew McIntyre? No, because he's a little guy and Drew's a big guy, right? Because it never happens. Roberto Lozano's in the chat. Hey, Roberto says WWE to do something with Ricochet. Oh, the open challenge has been answered. Ricochet just came out and slapped Drew upside the face. He should smack him again. Oh, I can't hear anything. Oh, their stuff went out. They're like, we don't want you to hear what's happening. Ah! Oh, McIntyre just picked him up and threw him into the corner. And now he's gotten him up there, smacking him across the chest. He fell over. Poor Ricochet. Just terrible. Oh, God, he threw him. And he just jumped. I mean, he literally threw him like a rag doll. McIntyre's like, look how strong I am. How exciting. Sophie says about 2 or 3 people that got released I have ever heard of or seen on WWE TV before. They're more than that for me. Alright, so Ricochet's got some slaps in on Drew, but that's about it. Oh! Smart move, Ricochet. That's what you do. You just get out of the way of the big man. He's going to give him some kicks to the face on the outside of the ring. And throw himself at him, but nothing happened. And Drew McIntyre just threw him up and threw him down. And now he's going to throw him on the edge. Oh, ouch, right on his back. Ooh. It was neck, but it looked more like his back, so it's okay. He's fine. Don't piss off Drew McIntyre. He'll throw you around like a ragdoll child. But the problem of it is, next to Drew McIntyre, Ricochet looks like a child. It's sad. It's sad. Very sad. So sad. Oh! Just jamming him into the corner and threw him again. Poor Ricochet. He's like in the other corner going, why did I do this to myself? Film, no, Charlotte Flair has not come out yet. Sophie says that. Mr. Vicky says, if Fiend is heading to AEW, then it will be great for AEW. They will have a huge fan following. That's why WWE should bring him back. I don't understand why WWE has released him. Oh, so Ali is in the back watching Drew McIntyre against Ricochet. Oh, Ali and Ricochet have a lot in common, huh? Huh, interesting. Poor Ricochet. Turn around, buddy. Oh, he got him with a double kick to the face. That's awesome. So Drew was trying to come down off of the second rope, and Ricochet kicked him in the face, like double kicked him. Nice. Drop kick. Double-footed drop kick. Now he's just kicking him in the leg because he's bigger, right? So he's got to do something about taking him down. Oh, and he flipped him over. Ricochet is like, I'll jump off this rope to get you. And he threw himself at poor Drew McIntyre. And everybody's excited about it. My shoes came untied. I feel bad. Oh, he's got him up, though. Oh. Brainbuster down. Oh, Ricochet got out at 2. It was almost a 1. That's so creepy. Wasn't sure he would. Let's see. Film says, I hope Travis is feeling better. Prayers. Yeah, well, he's dead, so. Sophie says, do you think if Keith Lee didn't have all those health issues and COVID, he would have gotten a fair push from the W? Most likely. If that probably wouldn't happen for him, I'm pretty sure they would have pushed him into a title reign longer. Oh, Ricochet almost had Drew in a roll-up there. Oh, man. Ricochet is using all of his moves right here. He is doing good, Piccola. He is doing it good. Nope, no squash. Hasn't happened yet. He is staying alive. Oh, he flipped right into a Claymore, though. He's done. Dang it. Damn it. He was doing so good. He was doing so good. Oh, man. He was doing so good, and that happened. Shitty shittertons. Alita says Bray is not being signed. The head says it was the moment Ricochet knew he F up. Sophie says congrats Dion doing what Joe DeBest does by doing the stream alone. Politician Roman Reigns is the best wrestler and former Georgia Tech football player. Well, Sophie, thank you for that, but I'm pretty sure Joe knows more about wrestling than I do. I've only been watching this for 2 years, really, so I don't really know a lot of stuff. So, yeah. Sophie says they must have carried a cross from day one by not pairing him with his future wife. Philip says, I think Bray Wyatt is taking a break from wrestling. Walter says Roman Reigns is the best wrestler or former Jordan. I already read that. Lita says, yes, Walter. Mr. Vicky says, AEW and WWE, which is your pick? I choose WWE. I like both. They both have their qualities, so I don't really pick between them of which one I like better for entertainment values. Walter says, did Mandy Rose get released? No, she is the NXT champion, women's champion, Walter. She ain't getting released. Hell no, she ain't getting released. Sophie says, I'm surprised Ricochet and Ali weren't part of the names of releases yesterday. Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston out here. Oh, yes. Okay, so guys, I don't know if you're watching, but no shit, Kofi took his mustache and used mustache wax on it and like curled it up. So he has like this really creepy, like curled like mustache. It's kind of creepy. A little bit creepy. Pickle says, let's be honest, if Aaliyah gets more shine than Toni Storm, I'm done. You know, I don't even know why we haven't seen Toni Storm and what's going on with her. Walter says Drew won good match. Alita says Vince doesn't get rid of ticket sales, right? Head says, welp, rip Ricochet. He did, he was doing so good, right? I mean, it was entertaining. And then he flipped right into that Claymore. Sophie says AJ Styles has been off WWE TV for a non-medical issue, whatever that means. So probably something happened. Maybe he had something happen in his family, a death perhaps, you know, or anything like that, and wanted to take some time away to be with his family. You know, a lot of stuff like that can happen. You know, these people have lives and family and kids. AJ Styles has multiple kids and a family and all kinds of stuff. You know, things can happen, guys. Life happens. This is not their lives. This is their job. Different. Piccolo says Prince Puma will never die. Walter says, oh, okay, thanks, Dalethea. You're welcome, man. The head says, not gonna lie, that's kind of sus, Kofi. Right? The mustache? The mustache, is that sus? That kind of sus? The mustache. It threw me for a loop. I didn't notice it earlier, but I'm like, what the fuck is going on with its face? And Sophie says, Xavier Woods did try out his character on his YouTube channel like a year ago. Philip says, which TNA star do you think should join WWE? I don't know any of them, so I can't tell you. So if anybody in the chat knows, jump in. Answer that question. Puko says, Kofi don't have the swag like Booker T's mustache and beard. And Walter says, boo, happy Corbin. Yes, the special guests of the Viking Raiders. Happy talk. Special guest, the Viking Raiders on Smackdown up next. So Happy Corbin's just going to do a talk show right now, huh? Yeah, we haven't had one of those for a while. We should have multiples of them. As the head says, yeah, that mustache is definitely sus. Alita says, I can't do it. I'm shivering. Turn your heat up. My God, girl. What's wrong with you? Thomas says, Kofi and just villainous mustache. Sophie says, this is why the WWE needs some type of off-season to give wrestlers a break to be with their family. Possibly, but, you know, they can just take breaks. I mean, nobody's stopping them from taking them, I don't think. All right, here's a trivia question for you guys. Who was the first female wrestler in WWE? Jacob Jeans in the chat. Hey, Jacob says, D, guess what? What? I have no idea. Tell me. Pico says, I'm flipping the channel for a bit. Let me know when this segment's over. You don't want to listen to Happy Corbin make fun of the Viking Raiders and then get all upset and chop him down with an axe. And the head says, hey, yo, Corbin, when am I going to be featured in your Happy Talk? Jacob says, AEW is in St. Louis, Missouri. Yes, they are in St. Louis. I think. Although they did talk about Indiana earlier, so I'm not sure where they're at. Alita says, I have a leaky window. What the hell, girl? You're not supposed to have leaky windows. Get that shit fixed. You're supposed to get that shit fixed. You have kids? Tell your kids to help you out. Bitches, what the hell? Don't they know they're supposed to be taking care of their mama? That's what you're supposed to do for your parents. Sophie says, which AEW star do you see jump ship to the WWE? Okay, Walter, I don't know if you heard the question correctly, but who was the first female wrestler in WWE? Probably WWF, I'm guessing. But I'm not sure. I don't know who this person is, so I couldn't tell you. Lena says, I'm in an apartment. Okay. Tell your goddamn super to fucking fix the window, or he ain't giving him rent. Does that help? Is that better? I'll talk to him. You want me to talk to him? I'll tell him. Do I need to make a trip to fucking Georgia? Little's like, not mine. Jacob and Jean says Smackdown is Indiana and AEW St. Louis, Missouri. Ah, there you go. See, okay, see, Indiana. They did say it earlier. I was right. Okay, I did hear it right. Sophie says Rampage being live the next 2 weeks. Hopefully that helps them ratings wise. Maybe. And the head of the table says first female in WWE, I believe, is that. Jordan Williams is in the chat. Hey, Jordan. Philip says Corbin sucks. Boo. Alita says, I did that and I'm not paying. You go for it. Turn your heat up real high. Just kidding. Put more clothes on, I guess. I don't know what else to tell you. Take a hot shower. Can you take a hot shower? Does that feel good? Can you do that? Vindicator says first female wrestler is Serena Deeb. Because Travis said Dalethea said she looks old, like a geriatric soccer mom. I'm pretty sure I'm the only one that says she looks that old. Travis says she looks like a soccer mom, and I say she looks really old. Jacob says it's my favorite, Roman Reigns. Is it? Is he the first female wrestler? I would imagine that he was a female wrestler, but I guess he could be. Let's see. I gotta look this up because I don't know. Who to do? And you are all correct. Mary Lillian Ellison, or as we all know, the fabulous Moolah, was the first female wrestler. Good job. Congratulations, everybody. I had no idea. Leslie Phillips says, please don't do a rematch between Corbin versus Nakamura. Oh, he doesn't want to be friends with him. Like pook. Like pook. like dirt. Oh, Walter says he hasn't got it. Alita says me. Jacob says no, I think it's the cat. Head says, but don't we all love embarrassing soccer moms, right? So he says Tony Khan, as some people on Twitter calling him, said he will have some sort of announcement for full gear. He usually always announces that. Pickle's like, yay, where's my Cracker Jack prize? I don't have anything. You want this? The only thing I got on my person. Jacob says, did Travis leave after I came in? Yes, Jacob, he hates you so much that he left right after you came in. No! He hasn't been here the whole show. I've been doing this myself. Literally, the whole show, I've been here myself so far. Travis is dead. Just so you guys know, okay? Give me condolences and give me stuff. Just kidding. I'm kidding, guys. Walter said, okay, bye, guys. See you Monday for Raw and AEW Rampage. All right, thanks, Walter. Thanks for stopping in and hanging out with me. I appreciate it. Have a great weekend, Walter. We'll see you on Monday for Raw for maybe a little bit or longer. Who knows? Alita says, right, Pickle? And Sophie says, is Travis going to be there for Raw? No. I told you he's dead, guys. Hello. Dead. Oops, I ripped out my thing. I'm so angry about it. The head says, night, Walter, trying not to chop anyone. Yeah, don't chop people. I don't know what kind of Cracker Jack prizes you want. You know what's funny is they used to have really cool stuff on Cracker Jacks, right? Like, actual stuff. Like, actual things. And then they started putting, like, really stupid things in it. Like these little, like, not even stickers. I don't even know what they were. Like, little pieces of papers of stuff. When I got told back in the day, Cracker Jack prizes used to be like, you could get rings and like all kinds of cool stuff in there. I don't know. Alita's not that much older than us, but I don't know if when she was a kid, if in the Cracker Jacks they still had like actual things in it. Or if they did have, like, weird stuff. Because, you know, I don't remember it having it, but my parents talked about it. But my parents are way older, so, you know, about Cracker Jacks having actual things in the boxes. So I don't know if Alita was, you know, is in an age group where they did. Or if she remembers them having it, maybe. Oh, Pico says take care of Walter. And the Viking Raiders aren't there to be their guests. I'm going to drink some water, guys. Oh, God, those two make him miserable. Is it because they're so happy? Oh, they're going to raid Happy Talk. It's corny and it sucks. Oh my gosh, how could they speak the truth? How could they? How could they? Jacob says, hey, Roman Reigns, I saw you spear Braun. Sophie says, D made Travis sick. Actually, I didn't make anybody sick. Lena says the parade was 2 hours. The head says, yeah, I did spear that big monster. I smashed him and I ran him out. Philip says, hey, Miss D, did you know that Nevada and Indiana in the U.S. armpit fetishes? Just wanted to share the interesting fact. Oh, that's way awesome. Thank you so much. I'll never be the same after that fact. Pickles like fake tattoos. Sophie says, and you should change the channel to something else if Travis is dead. Why? Why should I? Sophie, why don't you mind your own business? Well, there you go. The Viking Raiders attacked Happy Corbin and Moss, and they were so excited about it, too. How ecstatic. How ecstatic. You know, the disrespect I'm getting is ridiculous. Come on, guys. I try hard. I'm trying my hardest here. You know, I could have just not done it. You know, that was an option. I could have just not shown up and not told you guys anything. We could have just disappeared forever, and you guys would have been like, what happened? Why were you guys not online? Oh, no. Alright. Here's a trivia question for you. How many WrestleMania matches did Steve Austin have? Past tense. How many did he have? Since you all care so much. Jacob says Roman Reigns was at a house show. Lita says they did cool tattoos. Loved those. Philip says, hold on. What I'm trying to say is they're the only two states that have armpit fetishes in Nevada and Indiana. Okay. So if it says, I guess the Viking Raiders were talking about Wrestling Gap without Travis. And Philip says, let's go Charlotte. I want to see an action. Head says, woo. Jacob says, who's Madcap? Loser Moss. I don't know, some guy. Piccolo says, have you guys ever fried a turkey before? Are you asking me personally? Or are you talking about the chat? Because I've never fried a turkey before. I have gone to a Thanksgiving before where they deep fried a turkey. It was actually pretty good. Scary. Like, you definitely want to do it outside. Not in your house. And not in your garage. You want to do it outside. But, no, Travis and I have actually talked about it before. We should deep fry a turkey. You want to make sure that they're very dry. He was reading some stuff about it one time, but I don't remember everything he said when we talked about it. But the head's giving you a funny story. No, but I fried a fish. Cool. Sophie says, doesn't Cameron Grimes have the same type of gimmick as Happy Corbin? No, Cameron Grimes is more about money. In the sense of Ted DiBiase, or not Ted DiBiase, but whoever the money guy was or something that he won, whatever he won. And his isn't really about happiness. His is nothing about a penis. His is more about just becoming a millionaire and then going off and doing whatever he wants. He didn't get down on his luck before it happened, where Corbin did, right? So he was down on his luck and he was treated all badly and stuff like that. Because, like, yeah, Dalethea, my uncle, loves to deep fry turkey. You know, they're really good. Like, really good. I wish it wasn't such a pain to do it. Or that more people, like, did it. I'd probably go to their house for turkey dinner. I'm not a huge fan of turkey. It's kind of gross. I don't really like turkey. I do enjoy turkey sandwiches and stuff like that, but I didn't grow up eating turkey, so it's never been like my favorite thing to eat. Philip says, when will Bliss return? I miss her. P.S. Any updates on her sinuses surgery? I haven't seen any updates, Philip. I don't follow her. So, and I haven't seen any releases from WWE for it. So they have an impromptu match of the Viking Raiders versus Happy Corbin and Madcap Moss happening right now. We've got Corbin and Eric locked up in the middle of the ring. And Corbin is taking Eric to the corner, trying to elbow him in the head. So you know he's going to win, right? Because he's all happy Corbin. And he'll probably cheat to him, but he'll do it. And, Corbin kind of picked him up, but didn't keep him. And then Eric just kept holding onto his waist. Corbin gave him a big knee to the gut. Oh, there he goes, rolling over to the other corner. And then punched poor Corbin in the face. And then Corbin gave him a big kick. But Eric didn't seem to be fazed by that kick. I don't think it really mattered. He just was like, yeah, whatever, man. That's nothing. So now we have Madcap and Ibar in there. And so Ibar flings Madcap Moss around. Oh my god, he just tackled him with his arm and threw him on the ground. I don't even know what you would call that. He held onto his arm and then rammed his body into him. He's like, pushed him away and then threw him into himself. That's funny. Madcap is taking out Ibar right now. He's working on his head and giving him some headlocks. You know, the sad part about it is Ibar had that broken neck. I gotta be careful with his neck, right? And Eric tagged himself in, and he's the legal man. He had himself almost locked up in his suspender. Oh, here we go. Oh, you're done for, dude. You just got attacked by a large man. He was gonna pin him, but he had to get up because Corbin decided that he was gonna get involved in the pin. Madcap Moss got back up, and he threw Eric to the ground. Now he's grabbing him and picking him back up, throwing him into the ring post, the turnbuckle in the corner. Now he's just kicking him. Tagged Corbin in. Now Corbin's your active man. He's got Eric up. He's punching him in the face. How exciting, punching him in the face. Punching him in the face. Oh. He's got him in some weird arm hold thing with his head. It's happening. Things are happening, guys. Things are happening. Who acts the way they do, Pat? Tell us all about it. Alright, Eric's giving Corbin some gut punches. Oh, Corbin threw him in the corner to get rid of him. And he flew after him, and then he came out and then back in. He gave him a huge clothesline. Ibar's going to come in and attack him, though. Got all up in Corbin's face. Oh, careful. Oh, he fell down okay. Madcap's like, ha 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 ha. I got him and pushed him out of the ring. Oh, the deep six from Corbin to Eric. Eric kicks out on the 2 count. But Corbin's like, here, I'll tag my partner in, who finally got over where he's supposed to be. Madcap's like, here, let me help you. Here's our double team, whatever move they do. Eric landed on his feet, though. Gave Corbin a hook and a throw. Hip throw. And knee to the face. Oh. Rolls through. Gets Ibar. Ibar's now in. He runs right through Madcap. Clothesline Corbin over. Oh. Side slam for Madcap there. Ibar's running. Gets him. Throws his whole body at him. He's like, yes. And then kicks Corbin in the face as he rolls out of the ring. Oh, Madcap moved out of the way. Oh, man. Ibar grabbed him and then sat on him. Literally sat on him. Oh. A Viking to the cartwheel. Oh no, poor Madcap. He just got a big fat Viking butt to the face. Big fat Viking butt to the face. Alright. Tag made. Oh. Oh, he can't pick him up. It's like, stay there, bud. Okay, finally got him up. Whew, that could have been something bad, guys. Poor Eric almost couldn't get him up. Oh, Corbin saved his buddy, though. Are they going to count out? They're going to lose by disqualification or whatever. Oh, no. Do not. Ivar. Oh, okay. I thought he was going to, like, try to jump off the top rope or something. God, please don't do stuff like that. So they're getting counted out there at 7, 8, 9, 10. So the Viking Raiders, won by a count out. He's like, come on, come back in the ring. They're like, no, that's okay. I guess they didn't want to have a fight with him. Oh, there you go. He said, ask for dinner. Ask for dinner. That's right. The head says the only deep fried turkey I've ever had was something from Denny's. It's kind of weird, right? I'm going to air fry, says Alita. And Sophie says everybody who is under 90 days on compete have to wait till the first week of February to wrestle anymore. So we've got Hit Row and Sami Zayn now because they lost their girl. They don't know what to do with themselves. They're like, I don't know what to do with myself. We don't have a girl with us. Lacking? Ah, flat. It sucked. Sammy's like, it sucked. Just so you know, truthfully. Well, at least he's being truthful, guys. At least he's being truthful. Philip says, I hope she returns soon. Corbin boo. Pico says, when more Raiders were in ROH, they were awesome. Alita says, I'm down. Sophie says, what are you guys going to do for the holidays? They are coming up fast. What do you mean for the holidays? As in, like, what are we going to do for the show? What are we going to do personally? Because as Viking Raiders were War Machine, correct, Piccola? Sophie says, remember when the Viking Raiders were first called up to the main roster, they kept changing their names? Piccola says, Jacob Eugene, thanks, man. And Phil says, any updates on Bayley? I want to see Bayley in action. Haven't seen her. What's Sami Zayn going to do? He's doing something with Hit Row. So weird. Sophie says, with Ring of Honor closing shop for now, how will that affect all of the free agents that got released from the WWE? I don't know. Sophie says, do you see the difference in the show with Roman being back? Not really. Lita says, he said, ask for dinner. Sophie says, I wonder how they are going to explain why Hit Row went from 4 to 3 members. The head says, let's go Corbin. Philip says, I like Bayley's armpits. I want to see her armpits in action. And boo for Corbin. And Sophie says, is it BFAB and Hit Row's theme song? She was. She ain't no more. She ain't no more. So the answer to that last trivia question of how many WrestleMania matches Steve Austin did he have? It was 7. Here is a trivia question. What number of SummerSlam matches were won by Shawn Michaels? Or rather, how many SummerSlam matches did Shawn Michaels win? Let's reword that. Says the same thing. Reword it a little. I'm gonna drink some water. Sorry, guys. I'm really tired. And the head says, and if you didn't know, now you know. Now we know. Now we know. That guy's credible. Credible. So credible. So credible. So credible. Anybody got plans for the weekend? You guys got some plans out there? We're going to watch some UFC tomorrow night. It's going to happen. Things are happening. Club says I love Fridays and the weekends. Yeah, a lot of people do. Sophie says I could see them replacing BFAB and Hit Row with someone else. I don't know who. I could see them not doing it at all. I think they'd be better off not putting a girl in there, but, you know, what do I know? It's just the same thing as when they brought up the whatever Ali group. The R1. It just seems stupid. There's too many people. It's just dumb. It says, being the amazing tribal chief I am, I have no clue what to do this weekend. You don't have any idea? I thought you would just lord around and tell people what to do because you're head of the table. Make me my dinner, bitch. Where is it? Better be hot. Better be hot when I come home. I want a hot meal. And then he, like, you know, tells her, you better bow down to the head of the table. I'm sure that works over real well at home. I'm pretty sure he's the one bowing down at home. Sophie says, I usually don't have any plans for the weekend. Maybe you should start making plans for the weekend, Sophie. Stop being so boring. Do something with your life. The head says, this ain't McDonald's or Burger King. I ain't cooking. I didn't say you were cooking, right? I said her or your wife. Piccolo says, I'm building a new side gate with my uncle, and tomorrow morning we are getting some fresh seafood at the market. Ooh, fun. That sounds cool. You guys having like a cookout or something with your seafood, or is that just something you guys normally do? That's cool that you're building a new side gate. You just replacing one that's already there. Raw rebound. Let's see this up. Alita's like cracking me up. Totally. Ew, we got no shit, guys. They're like, you know what, we're so boring on Smackdown. We need to have a fucking recap of fucking Raw. Hey, guess what happened on Raw, guys? Let's show you. It's so weird. It's so weird. The head says, I see food and eat it. Oh, you know, you probably shouldn't do that because there might be some stuff you shouldn't eat. Sophie says they also did that with Sanity. They called them up and they released all of them except Nikki months apart from each other. Piccolo says, yes, the last storm we had messed up. Oh, man, that sucks. Well, this time you know to make it, you know, more fortified, right? I don't know if that really would work, right? Sophie says, I don't drive. I sometimes go to the movies. Cool. What do you mean you don't drive? What do you mean you don't drive? Like you don't have a driver's license? Or you just don't drive? Or you're old enough to drive? Why wouldn't you drive? So he's like, we had rain all day here. We had no rain today. It was sunshiny today. It looked pretty nice outside. The head says, just wait until the next budget cut. Budget cut. Is that what happened? It was a budget cut. So really what happened, Roman Reigns dude in our chat, is that they cut people so that you can have more food on your table. Is that what happened? So what we should be doing is blaming Roman Reigns for all of the other wrestlers' problems because he is taking the food out of everybody else's mouths. Is that the deal? Is that what's happening? You guys are funny. So they're showing the Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins stuff on Raw because we have nothing else to show or talk about. Well, that's it. It's like, what? No, don't blame me. Why not? I can blame you now. I'm totally blaming you. It's all Roman Reigns' fault why all these budget cuts are happening. Thanks a lot. Taking all the food out of everybody else's mouths because you're so greedy and you have to be the head of the table. I'm just teasing. The film says 3 women's armpit matches. Who do you think would win? Oh, you know what, film? I just don't care tonight. The head says, but it was Seth's idea. Was it? Was it really his idea, though? Pretty sure it was your idea. Yeah, it was. Film's like, boo on Roman. That's like, yes. Sure. Sami Zayn's having a seizure. I've seen these today. Well, I haven't seen him personally, but I did get a video of one. It was terrible. It was awful. He looked like he was having contortions, like he was trying to get rid of like the evil in him. Like I was not surprised if he didn't puke out pea soup. It was pretty creepy looking. But it looks like Sami Zayn was having his seizure tonight. That is how you have a seizure, everybody. So when you go to the hospital and you don't want to leave, that's how you have a seizure. Piccolo says, Film Nation had me worried, but alas, he mentions the content we wanted. I know, I was hoping, Piccolo, that I would almost go the whole night without any kind of too much armpit talk. Like, it's like, you know, okay with armpits. I don't mind them, but not that obsessed with them that I want to talk about them in a chat. Sophie says there are conflicting reports on why all the superstars have been released. Some say because 4 or 5 were vaccinated, others were because of budget cuts or aid. Well, Sophie, just blame it on Roman Reigns. It's all his fault. According to, he just said it. It's his fault. Why everybody, that's why they just wait till the next budget cut. So because they didn't have their 4th person, They had to come out with a new entrance, right? So Sami Zayn's coming out with them and helping him out. So there you go. Yes, Sophie, they had to because what's her face was part of it, right? Somebody just said it. The head says, "At least you got cringy people like me." Totally. Glad I got the cringe. Love it. The cringe is my faves, guys. Love all the cringe, including the armpit people. All the cringe. Philip's like, "I love women's armpit. That's just me being honest." I know, and I love your honesty. I totally understand it. I'm not sure I want to talk about, matches of people's armpits. Elena's like, "Not my seizures." No, your seizures don't look like that. Are they more like the whole, like, possessed and having her pea soup come out of you? Oh no, Sami sucks. Luna's like hashtagging it already. Oh. That's sad, guys. So sad. The answer to that trivia question was 9. If you guys care to answer it, the answer was 9. Philip says, "So you think's going to win?" I don't know. Who do you think's gonna win? Pickle says there's no women's matches except for the BS Naomi Shayna match. Yeah, that was the only girl match it looks like. Because they have, of course, Uso and Kofi. Kofi, is it? Kofi Kingston? Or, no, Xavier Woods, sorry. Xavier Woods and Jimmy Uso is up here as the main event, of course. Big Dog has to be out there. And the head says, again, it wasn't me, it was Charlotte. Flair's idea. She's the queen. Philip says, to be honest, not a big fan of Hit Row. Golfleshy says, indeed, you're right, my sister. Vindicator says, I bet Travis would think Sami was a suitable replacement for PFAB. I don't know. I mean, Sami is kind of funny sometimes. I don't know. I think the camera work makes me want to throw up, but, hey, what do I know? So if they can't row are already acting like they have been a 3-man group instead of a 4-person group. They have to. You gotta adapt. Adapt! Or you will die. How many of your problems? Ooh, how many problems of yours do I need to fix around here? None. You have to fix my problems. Me. The head says, I never knew Sami was secretly a girl. What? You didn't know? Secretly, he's really Fidel Castro. But, hey. Philip says that Bailey wins, Gonzalez wins, Dana Brooke wins. Those are my winners. What about yours? Take your time. Oh my gosh. So weird. Chris is in the chat. Hey, Chris says Shotzi hasn't come out yet. She may be sad and doesn't want to since her friends Moon, Cross, and Scarlett are gone. But who knows? Money talks, and so does title opportunities. Okay, Chris, she was on earlier having a talk with Kayla Braxton about how angry she is with Sasha Banks, and she is going to ruin her. She is going to run her over. She was very, very mad. I mean, she is going to, she was very mad. Very mad. Sophie says at least the releases didn't take them rewrite storylines and feuds. Philip says, when will Dana Brooks be on TV again? I have no idea, man. You should know. That person should be bowing down. What is their problem? Just kidding. Yeah, Toxic Attraction runs NXT, they say. I would say the first one would be Sasha, actually. The second winner would be, Gonzalez. But the third one would be Carmella. Those are my picks. There you go. Done. Let's see. The head says, well, now I know. Who knows? Shotzi could join the bloodline. Just kidding. Philip says, Sasha Banks, hearts, faces. Piccolo's like, interesting, no Char in the building. Maybe she took the night off. Piccolo says more like toxic distraction. Am I right? No, because I don't care about NXT. Right? I mean, I don't really care either, and I don't know if I'd call it toxic attraction. I guess it could be. Oh my god, you guys. Did you see the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man? He was tiny. He's so cute. He was like adorable. Oh, how cute. So he says, with the 3 talents that have their contracts expiring soon, I can see them all re-sign with the WWE depending on if they care about money or not. The head says, as a friend of Enzo, what do we got over here? A Coop simp? Philip says, those are some great picks, Misty. Thumbs up, man. Alright, so we are on our main event, guys, which is Jimmy Uso versus Xavier Woods. Who do you think is going to win? Do you think that Uso is going to, like, completely, like, make sure that his family is represented and he doesn't get beat down by the head of the table? Or do you think that, Xavier Woods is going to, get a win out of his butthole? And, I mean, who's going to bow down to who, right? So, if Jimmy Uso wins, Kofi Kingston's his name for him, then Jimmy has to bow down to Xavier Woods. Not Roman, by the way. But if Jimmy wins and Xavier Woods loses, Xavier Woods has to bend a knee to the head of the table, Roman Reigns. So this is Johnny Wrestling, got a few weeks left before his contract expires, and the head of the table says, well, the tribal chief is off. See you guys. All right, bye, man. We'll see you in a minute on TV. Maybe not. Depends on if you decide to come out again. Head says, and before I go, acknowledge me. I'll acknowledge you, all right. Just kidding. Nope, not gonna do it. Sophie says, at least this is somewhat of a fresh match. Yeah, it is kind of fresh. It'll take him about 50 minutes to get it started, but it'll happen. That's what they're doing right now, just dancing around down there with Kofi and his weird mustache crap. My god, it's so creepy. Like, his mustache is fucking creepy as fuck. Like, it creeps me out on another level of creep. Films think Charlotte Flair should go against Queen Selena to show her who's the real queen of WWE. Yeah! Who's the real queen? He's one half. Oh. Should be a fair fight between 2 tag team people, right? They're not used to being single wrestlers. Thumb says that would be a cool match to see. Yeah? Old Selena versus Charlotte. Haven't we seen Selena and Charlotte before? I don't know if we've seen them lately, but we've seen it before, I'm pretty sure. Shouldn't he have a valet out there, like, taking care of his jacket and stuff? I mean, come on. Thumb's like, I know my real queen is Charlotte. So Business says AEW announced that special TNT episode in January yet. I haven't seen anything, Sophie, but again, I don't really look the information up, so I couldn't tell you or help you out with that. All I know is this match needs to hurry up and get over with because I have to use the ladies' room, and it's not fun sitting here having to do that. La la la. But I really want more water because I've been talking so much. Alright, Xavier Woods is out there. They're talking shit to each other. They're like, yeah, your hair looks stupid. Well, your hair looks stupid. Yeah, well, why do you have red on the back of one of your legs? I don't know. Why do you have gold stripes on your pants? Because I'm a king. And he's like, no, you not. You a nothing. Ooh, he thought he had him in a quick roll-up. But Jimmy's like, no. And the other one's like, oh, I got you. I got you just a little bit. I got you out there. Old Xavier Woods is getting smacked in the corner. Uso's like, I'll show you how to do it. I'll smack you. Like, he should probably not showboat. He should probably just get to work into his job, right? Oh, Xavier Woods kicked him in the face. Nope. No hip toss. Neither one of them are going to have hip toss. They're both getting blocked on all their moves right now. Let's see. Jimmy threw Xavier on the ropes. So, my question is this Jimmy? Not Jay. Jay's been there the whole time, huh? It's Jimmy. It is Jimmy. Let's see. Pickle's like TMI. I know, right? But, yeah, it's happening. Sophie says with AEW Dynamite moving to TBS in January, that could get them new viewers. So he's out talking to Jay because he needs some help getting his game together. Oh, he just whacked him in the side of the head with his forearm. And then he's going to run him into the turnbuckle. Oh, just dragging across the ropes. Ouch. Oh, he's doing a lot of it. Oh, right into the turnbuckle. You know, he probably shouldn't stick his tongue out that much. Feels like I was that obnoxious guy in high school who saying don't go chasing waterfalls. Oh, Piccolo, that stuff doesn't bother me. Like, you can talk about running water or anything like that. It does not in the least affect me. So you could totally be that obnoxious guy and I'd still be like, oh, that's funny. So if it would be interesting to see you guys do a stream on vacation. What? Vacations? What are those? We don't get vacations. Anyways, this Monday they're going to be in Louisville, Kentucky for Raw. Sweet. Anyways, Jimmy Uso got out of that hold and gave old Xavier Woods a big shoulder to the face. Oh, and then picked him up and threw him into the top turnbuckle in the corner. Jimmy's throwing him into the ropes. Oh, but Xavier Woods slid underneath, hit his back on the thing, and then fell out. Looks like Kofi's a little upset about how Xavier Woods being treated in there by Jimmy. But, you know, that's what Jimmy's supposed to be doing, right? It's treating him like shit. He's supposed to be beating the crap out of him. So he's like, I was that nerd in high school that loved to go to school. Anyways, we're a commercial. So exciting. More commercial breaks. Commercial breaks. So we have a UFC fight tomorrow, right? And we're probably going to have people come over. And I was thinking about making food, but I'm not sure what I was going to make. So I was thinking about making chili, like in the crock pot. Anybody got some good crock pot chili recipes? I probably have some. I just haven't looked them up for a while, so I'd have to go through all my recipes to find it. Figured I'd ask you guys since it's commercial time, and I have nothing else to talk about because there's nobody talking in the chat. Tell me all your recipe information. Jamel McGee's in the chat. Hey, Jamel says, who can be the head if there's a round table? Ooh, I don't know. The one that sits on the highest chair. Ha! Fixed it. One who sits on the highest chair. Or has a sword that was thrown at him by a lady in the lake. That's how you do it. That's exactly how it happens. Oh, I'm just going to be glutton for punishment. Like, who wouldn't want to go to a restaurant and just order, like, let's say you went to a restaurant that had, like, multiple desserts on the menu, right? Who wouldn't want to just, like, order, like, all of them? Like, all the desserts? Like, all of them, and then go from there? Anyways, Sophie says at least you get the weekend off doing this channel. True that. Jamel says, would that be a toddler chair? Okay, well, that would be a booster seat. I'm talking like a throne, but sure, if you want to put it as a booster chair, go for it. Sophie says that would be D who sits on the highest chair. On the booster seat? Yes, I need the booster chair because I'm a toddler. Did he just attack somebody? That's ridiculous. Ridiculous! Oh, apps and weather. Why are there so many apps for everything? It's ridiculous. Like, do you need an app? Here's 500 of them for you to do the same thing. Which one should I get? I don't know. Which one's the best? I don't know. They're all so good. Alright, we're back with Xavier Woods versus Jimmy Uso right now. It looks like Xavier Woods has upper hand now. I guess that might have happened during the thing. Oh, nope. Jimmy pushed him into the ropes. But Xavier Woods threw himself at him, and then he kicked out of it, and a 2 count. Jimmy Uso got his foot caught by Xavier Woods, but then he jumped around and kicked him in the face. Anyways, he's like number 1ing in the thing. Instead of showboating, you should be doing your job. No Usos out there doing your thing. Sophie says, are there any movies that you are willing to go see? I don't know what movies are out in the theater, Sophie. It would depend on what they are. I haven't really looked at the movies that are in the theaters. Do you have a list of movies that just came out in the theaters? I don't watch a lot of TV that shows commercials, so I don't see a lot of the movie trailers like we used to. Travis every once in a while plays a thing on YouTube that shows the movie trailers. Film says they never play any good movies at the movie theaters. Well, great, Film. Thanks. Now I know not to go. No, I'm just teasing. Says hopefully Travis gets better so he could enjoy your UFC thing. Yeah, right. I hope so too. Pico says, did Lolita pass out? She might have. She said she was trying to stay awake, but she might have passed out finally. Hopefully she got warm. She said she was freezing. Poor girl. Gosh darn it. Philip says, people are just going to be streaming movies on their streaming service. Anyway, so we got Woods, who just gave Jimmy Uso. So Woods has the upper hand right now, guys. No. But is he going to? Oh. And Jimmy's on the top rope. Oh, Woods gave him a kick. A running knee on that top rope, and Jimmy is like, oh, my face. I don't know what to do. And then Woods is going to run and get him, and then double kicked him into the announce table. And Woods is all sorts of fired up. Oh, is he? Is that what's going to happen? He's getting warmed up to do it. What devastation. Is he going to get it? Or is he going to get his knees up and he going to move? Oh, he got the big fat leg drop off of the top rope on Jimmy Uso. But he kicked out at the 2. Barely. But he did it. He did it, guys. Woods is like, I can get him. I can get him. But Vindicator's leaving me. I'm sad. Why do you have to leave me? There's so much time left. Don't leave. Anyways, Vindicator says, alright, Lady D. You did a great job of portraying yourself and Travis tonight. I think we should see this more often. Hello, but really send my well wishes to the Travanator. See you two next week. Bye. Alright, then. Have a great weekend, man. And take care. We'll see you on Monday. Xavier Woods is going up top again. Oh, no rewards, though. Jay's like, I'm going to get up there. And then he didn't. Distraction just enough for Jimmy to get the punch in, and Xavier Woods falling on the golden jewels. And now Jimmy's trying to get him up so he can capitalize on this. Oh, he has him up. Samoa drop from up top. Got it in. Oh, poor Woods. Get him. Better get him. Oh, but he's much better than that, right? He has to win. Which is really weird because he's not really a good guy. I mean, I guess he kind of is, but I don't really think that the King should be good guys. Excuse me. I think they should be bad guys. So he says, where's Ayla or Brandon? They're in here like they usually are. Ayla's probably working. She, sometimes has to do that, guys. Piccolo says, aloha, Vindicator. Sophie says it must be hard doing yours and Travis's job at the same time. It's very action-packed, let's say. Hopefully I'm doing an okay job, guys. I'm sorry I'm not really good at the wrestling part. Jimmy Uso's on the top rope, though. Oh, he almost had the frog splash in, but Xavier Woods got up his feet and got it so he could get him, and then he almost got him in a roll-up, but he got out at a 2 count. Oh, he raked him in the eye. He's going to get him in a roll-up, but the ref is not watching. Jey Uso got caught with the cheat. Ooh. Oh, really? Oh, yeah, we're going to get a fluke roll-up. There it happened. So, Xavier Woods pinned Jimmy with a fluke roll-up because they weren't paying attention and doing their job. Craziness right there. All right, so Jimmy Uso lost because Jay decided to help him cheat. And if he wouldn't have helped him cheat, he might have actually pulled it out and won. But he did not. So, the question of the night is he going to bend the knee or is he not going to bend the knee? Is he going to have to pay homage? Or is he just going to be like, yeah, no, I quit. As Piccolo says, that was bizarre. Woods doing hill tactics, pulling the tights. You know what? It does not surprise me, right? He is a king. So all kings have been hills. Like, has there any been a king that's been a good guy? He may come in as a good guy, but is he going to be a good guy after a while? No, he's going to be an asshole. And this just tells you exactly what's going to happen. It's not going to work as well for him if he's going to pull shit like that. If he's going to cheat like that to do stuff, no way. Jimmy, don't do it, man. That's ridiculous. Oh, guess what Roman Reigns had to do? Roman Reigns had to come save his ass once again. So, Jimmy Uso lost. And Roman Reigns came in to save his ass again. What did he say in the back? I have to come out and save your ass all the time. He did it again. He did it again. Lieutenant Martha's like, nice try, Woods. Haha. Phil's like, no, you're doing phenomenal, Misty. Well, thank you very much, Phil. I appreciate that. It makes me feel love. Phil says, I love this live stream. Smash like. But he says, aloha, Piccola. Piccola, Coca-Cola. Let's see. Sophie says Travis picked a perfect night to take the night off. He did, because it was, not too action-packed. Anyways, we got a spear from Roman Reigns into Mr. Kofi out there. Sir Kofi got the spear to the gut. And they have been beating him up, by the way. Jay and Jimmy beat the crap out of him. The thing of it is like, what's Reigns going to do to Jimmy? Because in all reality, shouldn't he, be beating him, and telling him, oh, man, they just kicked him right in the back of the leg and the knee. They're like, here, this is what happens to your people. You want to see your boy? This is what happens to your boy. He's like, oh, well, break his leg. It's happening. It's happening. Oh, Jimmy's. Oh, poor Kofi's. Kofi's legs. Sad. So sad. Film says, what's going to be the last matches tonight? Sweetie, this is the last match. The last match was Jimmy Uso versus Xavier Woods. Xavier Woods did win, but Roman Reigns came out to make sure that Jimmy did not bend the knee. So there you go. As Piccolo says, that was bizarre, and Film says, will he need before Roman Reigns? Xavier Woods, no. But, All right. Of course, we began and ended the night with Roman Reigns. You guys are so exciting about that, aren't you? Luna says, well, good night, everyone. Yep, thanks for hanging with us, Luna. Appreciate it. All right. That is the end. They took out Kofi's leg. And that is the end of the stream, guys. Wow. Okay, I made it. Made it 2 hours with you guys. All right, God bless you. See you on Monday. Of course, we will see you Monday. Philip says bye. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching Wrestling Gap tonight. Really appreciate it. We will be back again on Monday night for Raw. And most likely, Travis will probably be here. I did not kill him. He is alive. He's just dying. Because let's have a great weekend. Yes, thank you. You also, you guys didn't give me any, great crockpot chili recipes, you jerks. Now I gotta go figure it out for myself. Ugh, seriously. All right. Again, have a great and safe weekend out there, everybody. We'll see you again on Monday. Thanks for watching Wrestling Gab. Bye, everybody. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye.